here, and I'm back with another video. It's officially spring, and there are multiple reasons why I love springtime. And if you were with me last year, you were on my channel, you know we've been through it for a while, then you know this already. That's when I dropped my Bambi my Bambi High Puff It's Springtime video. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And so of course I had to do another video celebrating springtime this year. So like I said, there are multiple reasons why I love springtime. Number one, it's my birthday actually today. I turned 24. It's my golden birthday, right? My golden birthday. I'm turning 24 on the 24th. So yeah, happy birthday to me. We thank God for, you know, more life and prosperity. And another reason is we're finally getting out of winter. I cannot stand winter. I live in the Midwest and winter is no joke. So I don't want to see any more snow. I don't want to have to wear heavy coats and heavy scarves. I'm ready to bring out the springtime jackets, smell the flowers growing, see the foliage start to come through. Like, this is my time of year. This hair was provided to me by Nadula Hair Company that specializes in your virgin hair, your human hair, your Brazilian deep, your Malaysian straights, you know what I'm saying? So they provided me with this hair, which is 3 bundles of Brazilian deep wave and 1 frontal. And the lengths are 18, 20, and 22 inches. And that is like, for me, because right now I feel like not myself, because this is a lot of hair. I'm not used to this. And on top of that, I made this wig myself. You guys, this is my first time successfully making a wig. In celebration of spring, I wanted something fun, something almost summery, but it's like a lighter brown color with streaks of blonde hiding in various places. So, to find out how I colored this unit, keep on watching. Alright, so this is the box that the hair came in. As I mentioned earlier, I got 3 bundles of 18, 20, and 22 inches, as well as a full frontal to go along with it. And this is what the hair looks out straight out of the box. I haven't washed it, I haven't done anything to it. As you can see, it has pretty good luster. It felt very soft to the touch, and I was just really excited to get going and playing with it. So here's my powdered bleach that I'm putting in a mixing bowl, and I'm going to be adding 40 volume developer to this. Don't really have any exact measurements really. I just kind of eyeballed it, looking for a specific consistency, and what I personally knew would work best for me was something along the lines of like yogurt, maybe a little thicker than yogurt, like pudding. So now we're officially beginning the process. So what I did to get the look I was going for was I had the bundles doubled up, and I take a piece or like a strand, a very small strand, because I didn't want really chunky blonde highlights. I took a small strand and coated it with the bleach as liberally as possible to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout that specific strand. And then I just wrapped it up with some aluminum foil so that it could process. Now I did this with about 6 to 7 strands per bundle to kind of make sure it was evenly distributed throughout the hair. Alright, and now that we're done with the bleaching process, I rinsed out the bleach with shimmer lights to kind of tone the hair and make sure it wasn't that brassy, and then I followed up with actual toner on top of that. I'm using the Wella hair in the color, or in the color T10, and so the directions say to put 1 part toner to 2 parts 20 developer, and so that's what you see me doing here. Now I don't think it was necessary for me to do this step just yet. What I should have done was colored it with the box dye that you'll see me use very shortly. Color it with the box dye and then follow up with the toner, because after using the box dye I had to tone the hair again, so this step really wasn't necessary.
Alright, so now we're finally to the lightening portion of this whole coloring process. We're using Dark and Lovely box dye. All the information I'll leave down below in the description box, but here I'll be using 2 boxes of the number 380, which is Chesnut Blonde, and I basically just follow the directions in the package. I'm mixing developer with the actual color, and then following up with a moisture rich conditioner, and I basically just shake it all up, mix it, and just evenly, liberally, generously, you know, those terminologies, adjectives that you're supposed to follow, just, you know, distribute that throughout the strands. And another thing I like to add is, because I was trying to do this all in one night, which is probably not the best idea, I was applying the color dye to slightly wet hair, basically damp hair, and I think this is why the color didn't take. So I had a 3rd box of color dye, which I followed up with the following day. So after you see me doing this process, I did it again the next morning because the hair didn't lighten as much as I wanted it to. So my advice, follow the directions and do the coloring process on dry hair and not wet hair. So essentially, to summarize, I use the bleach to highlight the very few strands. Then I rinsed out the bleach with Shimmer Lights toning shampoo. Then I toned the hair, and then I added the box dye, and then I washed it out, conditioned it, and then used the box dye again for the 2nd time, and then washed it, conditioned it, and then toned it one more time just to make sure it wasn't brassy. So a lot of these steps could have been avoided. You know, it's a learning process for me, and hopefully the mistakes I make you guys can learn from and you don't have to repeat the same thing. But overall, I like the color that my hair turned out to be. I wanted it a lighter shade of brown with highlights in it, just, you know, to kind of have less of a contrast of black and blonde, and that's what I was able to achieve.
Okay, so I hope you guys were able to follow that. I try to film as much of the process as possible. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. If you made it this far without hitting that red button below,